Pops!
We need the full Gene deal
The episode.
What you just said? Yo, why you... Yo, JL, get out the bathroom.
But we need the full Gene Deal episode.
You need the
Yeah,
what?
but you was cutting him off, right?
We need
Who
the
was cutting
full...
them off?
You was cutting
He was
him
cutting
off.
them off.
Talking.
Yo, get out the bathroom. I'm trying to doodle, man.
But we need the full episode.
Full Gene deal episode.
Yo.
Why was you cutting him off too?
What are you cutting them off?
Like,
While
make
he
it
was
stop.
talking.
When he was talking, he was speaking specific facts, and you kept cutting him off.
Beautiful facts.
Yo, alright, watch. I'm coming out. Get out. Move, man.
I'm ready.
We'll be
I'm
waiting.
ready.
Move.
We'll be waiting.
Don't worry.
We need the
about
full
it.
Gene
Just
Deal
don't
episode.
worry.
Full Gene.
Oh, what are we doing?
What are you doing?
Yeah, Stone Cold Stunners.
This is. Oh wow, this is.
Yo, P, but we need the full Gene Deal episode.
Leave me alone.
Yo, P.
Yeah, we seriously did it. And next time you ever cut the man off while he was speaking true facts.
Who cut them off? They cut them off. They lying.
You started cutting him off when he was speaking specific facts. Wow, luxurious. We need a full Gene Deal.
Get over here. I will rock bottom you, JL. Get out. No full Gene episode.
Full Gene episode?
For real.
For Gene Deal?
That's lovely.
Gene Deal?
Mr. Smooth, shut up. What do y'all want from me?
The full Gene Deal episode.
Gene Deal episode. And next time when he's speaking true facts, we don't want you to cut the man off. Thank you.
That's it.
DDT?
Oh, what are we doing?
It's all for you. You know what I'm doing.
Are you gonna shoot?
Oh, wow. This is lovely.
You gonna leave me alone?
Yes. No, I'm not.
Negative.
Whoa, what was that? Who did that? HBK? Heartbreaking Kid? Sweet Chin Music. I forgot about that.
First thing you do is that you go to podcast. Every iPhone has this podcast button. You click podcast. When you click it, you go to the bottom right. Search. Click search. When you press search, you type in flip the script. Now it should automatically come up. Podcast. You click that. You look at these. These are the episodes right here. The 4 episodes for recent episodes previous episodes. But you go where it says podcast, you click this. Boom. If you're not subscribed, you press subscribe. This is all free, by the way. You go to review. You go write a review. Now, when you write a review, you see this where it says rate? This makes you rate 1 star, 2 star, 3 star, 4 star, 5 star. It don't matter. You write your title, you do it, and you send it. You press send it in. You know.
In grind time and organic at King of the Dot.
Okay, now.
That's no slight to Smack, by the way, because back then when I battled for Smack, he definitely doing me the favor.
So okay, wait, don't slow yourself. So
Yeah.
you battle for grind time.
Yes.
How did you get your ranks up in the grind time to go to Smack?
I just kept battling people, and they noticed because Math saw a battle that I did. I think Math he was at a battle that I did, and I embarrassed the dude, and Math told Norbs. Norbs passed that word along.
It was Norbs.
Yeah.
Wow.
The one and only
And
Street Star Norbs.
And you remember him coming up to you and telling you, okay.
Yeah. Remember, I was like, "Who's this guy? Why does he talk like that?" This is Norbs, and he's a good fellow.
When you battled, what was your last battle at grind time?
My last battle at Grind Time. Well, Grind Time stopped existing a little bit after. Well, no, it exists. That's messed up. I shouldn't say that. It was not what it was after a certain point.
After Smack came, yeah.
And more King of the Dot also expanded.
Shout out to King of the Dot.
Grind Time just kind of it became more regional, just more Florida. My last Grind Time battle was When the hell was that? September 2010, I think. That was versus Madness.
You won that also.
Yes.
What battles did you lose?
I lost to a dude named Unorthodox Phrases. That was his name. And he was from Grind Time, Florida. I lost to him in New York. That's when I learned that people were writing their stuff. I didn't know that it wasn't freestyle anymore. And so I was like, oh, shit. And then I didn't lose another battle.
When you start to write.
Yeah.
So you went to Smack. What was your first Smack battle?
Deacon Frost.
Can you give me a round from there? You remember?
I can't give you a round.
Tell me something, man. Come on, man.
I said some things that I would never say now, though. That's other
Why
part
you
of it.
said that now?
Because I have different... I'm now a lot more true to my values in everything I do. That's why. There are words that I said then I would not say anymore.
You mean curse
Well,
words?
like homophobic language and stuff like that, and sexist language, like that's stuff. No, I'll profanity's fine. Whatever, fuck that. That's cool. That's
okay,
fine.
so you said some homophobic stuff.
Yeah, like that stuff I don't say anymore, just because it's.
And I respect
even
that.
though I didn't mean it, like because I've always been supportive of the LGBT community, and I've always been like a staunch.
Shout out to Sarah Connor.
Yeah, absolutely. Always been like a staunch feminist. I still said things because I thought like it's just entertainment, so it didn't matter. But like I think that's bullshit. I think all the way language is used, there's always impact. So, but back then I said stuff. I basically made fun of Deacon's voice and like his jeans being tight when I actually thought that fucking mattered or something. I was wearing like slacks and a blazer though. I don't know. It was
with the hat. Was that the
no?
top
That
hat?
was with Fox. I wore like a white tuxedo and a white top hat.
Was
to
that your second battle at Smack?
That was my second, and yeah, I only had 2 battles at Smack. And actually, that white top hat tuxedo thing, I had that idea because me and my friend were at Anthony Anderson's birthday party, and we saw a dude in a white tuxedo, and we just like were like dying, like trying not to laugh out loud. And I was like, yo, what if I wore that to a battle?
So and the Fox battle, you said some things too that you wouldn't say now.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely, yeah, not good things, yeah. And I felt bad. That battle was unfair in the sense that, I mean, I would have won.
You lost that battle?
No, I won. Well, I don't know. There are no judges in the Smack battles, but
Okay.
I think people contend that I won. But the crowd started booing him within 20 seconds. And they edited that battle, so you can't really see, but they started booing him for just a minute straight.
Why?
And would not let him rap. I don't know. They just didn't like him. New York didn't like him, which is not, and so it wasn't fair. That was another thing that kind of like messed it up. But the crowd loved me. I've always been, and I appreciate that. I'm grateful for that. And I think I always maintained in a Smack audience, I think I always would have had an unfair advantage.
When did you call out Conceited?
That was, when was that? I think I initially called him and Dumbfounded out because I'd started like, I had my Deacon Frost battle and people went crazy for that. And I was like surprised. So I was like, okay, people love this. And I was like, well, why don't I call some people out who I think I have a shot at? And I don't know. No one cared. And I was like, okay, fine. If you're not going to battle, I'm just going to keep battling people and get my numbers up. And no one will care who I battle, I hope. Though some people will still like say, like, some people would say, it frustrated me then, but now I don't care because it's a stupid thing to care about. It would frustrate me when people would be like, oh, well, SoulCon isn't battling anyone that dope or whatever. And it's like, they won't battle me, so I don't really have a choice. And, it's really just about your set, like how you perform in a battle.
Murder Mook gave you high praises.
I appreciate that. And he's one of the greatest of all time.
Yeah, he said that the way you rap, it was hard to beat you.
Yeah, and I feel like though it's kind of like I don't want to. Yeah, well the stuff that it depends because if you have been battling a certain way against a certain type of opponent, if you switch up the whole profile, if you that's a lot to change, all of a sudden, like I battled people of all different backgrounds and styles, so I could switch like that. I couldn't, if it was like, back in, I would say, like in the early King of the Dot days when King of the Dot was really just only in Canada, like a lot of those dudes, they wouldn't be able to battle someone who wasn't like a white Canadian guy, just because that's who they were battling all the time, And
so the guys, it was hard for them to adjust.
Yeah, whereas like Grind Time, when that was like going, that like you had so much more like crossover in different like regions, cultures, like so people, anyone who came out of that Grind Time era from Grind Time, I think is probably already gonna have like an advantage of versatility.
And you were freestyling at the time too.
For the first 3 or 4 of them, yeah.
And you were good at freestyling.
Yeah, I was.
So you were good at rebuttaling too.
That I could still do. Yeah, written freestyle. Even when I just was writing, I would always like keep alert to something and see if I could rebuttal it.
So after you battled 2 times on Smack, I'm sure they wanted you back.
Yes, and I felt bad that I couldn't oblige them in that, but no one,
But
no one that I wanted to take me up on it. So it's like,
what do you mean when they wanted you back?
yeah, like I wanted to battle Ayeverb. Then it wasn't something they could make happen.
Why not?
I don't think he wanted to at the time. That's fine. I don't like back then. I was like, when I was like in my mid-20s, I was like, oh, I just want to fucking battle me. What's fucking wrong with everybody? Fucking scared. And now I'm like, no, we're adults. They can make their own decisions about what they want to do with their entertainment careers, and if they don't give a shit about me,
I think
I'm not entitled to their attention.
Do you think it's a white thing? Because Real Deal have the same issues with nobody want to battle him, and Real Deal is nice. It's
yeah, but you know
confusing.
what though? I mean, I'll say it, and I think Real Deal would. I don't think he would begrudge me in saying this because I consider Trevor a friend, and in one of the best battlers, bar none. If he was challenging some people that I think it's similar to like the position I was in, who were bigger than he is, you're just more famous, and if it doesn't benefit them to other than to prove themselves against someone who's less known. And just like, that doesn't matter. Like if your goal is to just get your numbers up, then it doesn't matter. You don't have to prove yourself against anybody. You just go for whoever is as famous or slightly more famous than you, and whoever they'll pay you to go against. So if like when I called out Dumbfounded and Conceited all those years ago, at the time I was like, well, this was so stupid. I hate them. Well, I didn't hate them. I was like bitter. Because I was basically still like an adolescent, why would they care? What would their motivation be? They had everything to lose, especially Conceited. Conceited had like everything to lose by battling me.
So you say you would have beat him?
I definitely would have beaten Conceited then. I definitely, and Dumbfounded maybe not.
Why you would be?
If I battled now, it would be a whole different story too. Because back then I didn't even do like 4-bar buildups. I would do set up, punch. I didn't care. I just wanted to get the crowd reaction every 10 seconds and just
give
like
us something. Give us something.
Give you what?
Come on, man, some bars, man.
I want to hear
Bar,
something.
just rap, or like
give us
the
some
battle
bars. So
type of-
come on, man. Stop that shit. Give us some bars.
I missed the SoulCon era, so I want to.
Oh, you missed well, you could. Do you have?
Give us some bars.
You
We can't play it on here. Give us
I
some
want
bars.
to get the live joint.
Well, I'm trying. I can't even. I can't remember the stuff I said off in battles. I'm
Yo, you
sorry.
tight.
I'm sorry. It's tough to remember because
Give
when
us
I'd
something.
write it the night before.
You remember all
often.
these characters on the wall. You got. I know you
Yeah,
know
because
something.
I read those when I was like 5.
SoCon, you don't remember no raps that you could give us to show us that
For
you
battle rap era, I mean, well, no, because that was like ages ago. It was almost 10 years ago now.
and not the negative one. There's nothing you could say. Any lines that you say of 4 bars you could give us.
They were all just like making fun of calling people fat and stuff, and like I don't even like doing that anymore.
You changed, man. Look at the
I
reins,
am.
man.
You
I
got
mean-
a whole new game plan. Come on, SoCon, man.
I mean, if people want to hear me rap, you go to soulcon.com. I have a great.
Oh,
Nah,
shameless
it's-
plug.
I respect it. I mean, so you can't give us no 4 bars, 8 bars, or nothing. I never
Just
heard you rap.
You never heard me rap?
No, but people know you. I just liked you as a person.
That's amazing.
What? I'm sorry. I mean, for real. And I thought that you were just an amazing person.
I really
and I admire,
appreciate that.
I admire your intellect. I felt that,
Thank you.
that's why I wrote you. But I feel that
Did you
also.
ever watch my battle? You never watched the battle? Even?
No,
What? You're like my wife. My wife's never watched me battle.
because. Yeah. I
People
didn't
should just
watch it.
quote that. They should just write on Twitter, SoulCon, you're like my wife at Queen Flips.
Oh my god.
They should just put that.
No, but I
up
heard
on
you was
that.
nice though. That's what I'm saying. I should
I
watch
wouldn't,
it.
you
But-
know.
So you called. All right. You wanted to battle Ayeverb, and then when Ayeverb didn't want to battle you,
Yeah.
you got offended.
Not gonna. Well, I was less offended. I mean, Ayeverb, like he's not only like a big name, but like also one of the best. So like I get and puts in a lot of work. I admire what Ayeverb does more than almost any battle rapper because he tries to do. He adapts to opponents. He never just like relies on some like recycled formula. I mean, there are like obviously certain like repeating motifs and like callbacks, like the Showtime thing, like that's but that's intentional. I don't know. I think when he didn't want to battle, and also Kid Twist and King of the Dot, he didn't want to battle, and I think it was around the time where I was like, I'm just tired of looking for a battle. Also, there was another battle that I was supposed to do. The last battle I was supposed to do, it wasn't intended to be my last one, but it would have been had it happened. Was a 2-on-2 with me and Caustic versus Amzilla and PH. R.I.P. to Pumpkin.
Yeah, Pumpkin. Rest in peace.
And I'm glad that didn't happen though. Actually, because actually Amzilla got like locked up at the time at that night. And then he like tried to get out, and then by that time PH, he got. He didn't think the battle was gonna happen. So we started drinking and having fun. And then like when Amzilla got there, like PH was kind of drunk, and like I was like, that wouldn't be fair. It'd be messed up. Like that wouldn't have been fair, and it was really mean. And given that he's no longer with us, I wouldn't have wanted that like to be out in the world. Like a friend of mine being like just mercilessly dissed.